We're here with Canisius College cross-country coach Nate Huckle. Nate, we're a few days away from the Little 3 championship here. What are the teams thinking at this point?
Well, at this point, we've had a great week of preseason, and we're really just excited to get out and race for the first time for the fall. It's good competition always against Niagara, one of our major rivals, and St. Bonaventure is a regional rival. So we really want to open up the season strong, and we're hoping for a victory on both sides. For the men, this would make it 8 years in a row that we've won, and for the women, that would be 7 in a row. So that's really our goal, is to go out and open the season up strong and take back the win for the Little 3 championships again.
Let's start with the women's side. I mean, we've got pretty much most of the top runners returning on the women's side. Talk about their kind of preseason and what your expectations are of the returners coming into the season.
Yeah, we've got some good upperclassmen leadership this year. We returned our captain and our top finisher at the Max last year, Kayla, and everybody else is back. So really, we've got some solid senior leadership and junior leadership on the team, with a good mix also of freshman talent. So we basically have, I think, doubled our size from last year. We're from 10 to 17 runners, and in that we've also brought in a lot more talent and are a lot deeper than we were last year.
You mentioned some of those freshman runners. Who can we see play a big role early on in the season?
I think you'll see Haley Keene from Hilton playing a large role this season. Right from the start, she was third in our time trial this year. So she's really going to step up, and she's going to help Kayla and Jamie Wallace really solidify that front pack. And then after that, for the freshman class, I think Macy Walker and Katie Kerr from Magnificat are going to step up and do well. And we've got some other girls that are coming in that I think will develop as the season progresses.
Perfect. Transitioning to the men's side, kind of the opposite story. Only 2 of the top 5 runners from last year returning, obviously with Chad redshirting. Can you talk about what you're expecting out of the 2 returners?
Yeah, really, it's in our 2 returners from our top 7 last year are both sophomores. So they don't really have that much collegiate experience, but they did have a great freshman campaign. They're very solid runners from the high school level as well, and this year they've come back with their best summer session of training that they've ever had. So they logged more miles this summer. They're in fantastic shape, and they're really poised to lead us out on the courses as we get into the 8K distance. They're also very fortunate in that we've had a fantastic recruiting year. Our freshman class is probably one of the best freshman classes that we've ever had at Canisius, probably one of our largest. We brought in 8 freshmen for the guys this year, and they contributed immediately in the preseason and in the time trial. So even though we're down, 5 runners from our top 7 from last year, I think we are not down in talent level. It's going to take a little while for everything to get gelled together and to get really rolling. But I think that the freshmen that we've got coming in will help those 2 returning sophomores. And we've also got a really nice group of juniors in Andrew Coy and Chris Savaggio and Joe Schnitter that have stepped up their training from last year, had a good, solid summer, and are right there to help the young athletes, kind of learn the ropes and solidify our pack this year.
Who are some of those freshmen who are you expecting to play a big role on the men's side?
Well, for the men, right away, Xavier Savaggio is looking great. He is coming in from Pennsylvania. His older brother Chris is on the team, and he stepped in and took the top honors in our time trial on Saturday. So he looked very smooth, very strong, and very confident. He was a 420 miler last year in Pennsylvania in outdoor track, so he's got good speed and he's developed some good strength over the summer. And then Brennan Root is he's the New York State champion for steeplechase. Ran, I believe, the 5th fastest all-time time in the steeplechase at the state championships. So he's coming in. He was 2nd in our time trial. He looked fantastic. And then Jeff Antelos from Batavia, Notre Dame, 2-time state champion in cross country. And he's coming along in the preseason very well, getting his legs back underneath him. And I think by midseason that he'll really be contributing to our top 5.